Circuit.com and the director of the Austin After Dark Film Festival. We've got our last event coming up this year on November the 7th, Austin After Dark Film Festival Fall 2022, where you're going to see all kinds of films that are 30 minutes or less that are directed at a mature audience. We've got categories like horror comedy, dark science fiction, dark animation, dark drama, suspense, action, things pretty much geared around entertainment for adults. So please don't bring the kiddos to this one. We're going to be featuring all kinds of crazy films on this day and night. And one of those films, we are very lucky to have director Georgia Kumari Bradburn on, whose film is actually nominated for the Best Picture Award, which is the highest honor that we have in our video category. And the film is called Out of Water. Hello, how are you?
Hi, Michael. I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm across the pond in the UK, so things are quite different in the US, I suppose.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I know politically there's things going on there, and I know that it's tough to get across the pond right now and travel. And we have a lot of filmmakers that are overseas in several countries. That doesn't stop us from showcasing your great work. This doesn't stop us from acknowledging your excellent work. You're up for Best Picture, which is the highest award we have in our video categories, and the judges are very impressed with the concept, the acting, the execution, just so many things about this film. It's a star. I mean, great job on this.
Thank you. Yeah, that really, it means a lot to get that validation. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, let's. I'm the guy who always says too much about a film, gives away the punchline, and destroys the experience for everyone. So I'm going to let you put the synopsis of your film in your own words, please.
So the film, it's a science fiction thriller film, and it's about a alien woman, aquatic alien woman who is brought back to Earth by a scientist. And the film essentially revolves around their relationship, their codependence, and sort of their struggle for power within that relationship. Him being the scientist, the artist, and her being essentially his muse, and kind of feeling out the constraints within that position in her life. And yeah, it ends in some quite, I'd say maybe gory, intense endings. Yeah, without giving anything away.
All right. Well, big science fiction fan myself. It's definitely my favorite genre.
Me too.
And it's exciting. I love just the creativity and just the chance to, I don't know, just think about technologies and things and experiences that probably will never happen in our lifetime. I think it's a good exploration of the imagination. But what is your, why make this film? Why did you go for this particular concept? Why did you put your creative energy into this?
Well, there's a lot of reasons. I mean, this film is very much a student film. It was produced at UT Austin when I was studying abroad there as part of one of my courses that I was doing there. And I wanted to take the opportunity to explore something that I suppose I've been thinking about for a long time. I'm a huge, long time fan of science fiction, fantasy. I grew up watching all these documentaries about special effects and prosthetics in films like Lord of the Rings and stuff. So it's always been like a goal of mine to work with prosthetics artists and things like that. So that was definitely part of it. And also because of I've been in like a film studies program in the UK doing about art house and French and Italian, Swedish cinema for a long time, and all of that really influences me. But from a more personal point of view, there's a lot of things I've experienced as, not just as a woman, but as someone who has disabilities, and the way that I've felt sort of objectified as a person within the relationships that I've had, mainly with men. And so I suppose this film is really for me this kind of unrestrained expression of anger about these things that I felt and my need to gain control of these situations that I've been put into. And yeah, it arose from a lot of situations that I also had in my time in Austin, where I felt within these sort of unbalanced relationships and my need to sort of gain some sort of agency within those, while still, I don't know, maintaining this equal codependent relationship. So yeah, it's a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for being transparent about all that. It seems like this really came from a personal place. Switching gears, production wise, what did you learn anything from this? I mean, it's cliche to say every film is a little bit of film school, like you were in film school. So,
Yeah.
what is it? What any bumps in the road or any learning experiences from this production?
Where do I start? I mean, this was not an easy film to make. I mean, no film that you make as a student, I think, is easy unless you're going completely the easy route. But yeah, I mean, the first thing to mention is that we had very little time to make this film. We were given the brief in February, had maybe a month for pre-production, 3 days to shoot, and then like 2.5 weeks for post. So really, really tight time frame. And I think the thing I struggled with most was the short amount of time for pre-production, just because I feel like I wanted more time to develop this idea and to make it into something really kind of like not something that's rushed and something that's well explored. I think I did an okay job of that, and then the rest of it was just sort of complications with production, with budgeting, just because again we're students on a student budget, paying out of pocket. We did a crowdfunder, which was very successful, and I'm very grateful to all the people who pledged their money to this film and really made it happen. Um, but I suppose in terms of learning experiences, there's just so much I can take from this experience. And not only is this a film that I'm proud of, from the final product, but just from everything that I learned along the way, from working with the crew and working with the stellar cast that we had, and navigating kind of the best thing to do when you're working with actors in a scene that is quite sensitive, and how to, I suppose, make the environment best for them. I think we went through a few challenges with, making them both feel comfortable in that environment, especially McLean, who plays Cora, the main character, and just making things, giving her the right amount of room for her to explore that role,
Mm.
in a way that is quite cathartic and isn't intrusive to her. So we went through a few barriers with that, but I think we got through it quite well. And but I'd say the time frame was just the biggest challenge. And I said to myself when we were in the midst of it, if I get through this in one piece and this film is actually something that I could be proud of, then I can be just happy for the rest of the year, or however long it takes for that feeling to wear out. But we made it and we did it, and I have a lot of people to thank, especially my producer, who's currently working in LA right now, but he's just a complete maniac, but it's crazy genius. Very grateful for him, and our lighting team, who without them the film literally would not be as good as it is. Our gaffer and grip, they were just incredible as a team. And I have so many people to be grateful for. And I guess the key thing I learned is just choosing the right people to work with, and really creating like a family within your crew, and these sort of collaborative relationships that can create something that's so special. So that was a bit long-winded. Sorry about that.
Not at all. Not at all. It's good to.
Yeah.
It's great information. Well, what do you have planned for the future? What's going on next now that you're back in the UK?
So I'm back at my home university in the UK. I study at Queen Mary, University of London, and I've started work on my thesis film, which is, I'm hoping, I'm more leaning now towards moving image artist installation film, because that's sort of my background in filmmaking is experimental film, and so I'm starting work on researching for that, and and then I'm just kind of doing freelance gigs around the city, just trying to like build this network of filmmakers in London, because the one thing I do miss about Austin is this incredible community and network of filmmakers that I met. So just trying to find that in other places is quite exciting.
All right, good stuff. Well, is there anything you want to add before we go?
Yes, I just want to. I guess I want to thank the festival. I want to thank the judges for, not only selecting my film for the festival, but nominating it for Best Picture. That is honestly the most incredible honor that I could have ever gotten from this just little challenge of a film that, I don't know, at one point it seemed impossible for me to make in the way that I wanted
Sure.
to, and now is, getting so much appreciation and so much love. And yeah, I'm just really appreciative of the festival and yeah, everyone involved. It's a really exciting thing.
Thank you. Appreciate the kind words. And we're looking forward to screening this. We can't wait at Austin After Dark to screen this film. And, thanks so much for your time today and have a good week.
Thank you.